guys, this is Ender Yeti, and we're back on the Datblock server. Gonna be playing some Skyblock today. I'm excited. Last time I left you with the first name to a new project that I'm working on. And the first part of that name was Omni. A few, or at least one of you had an idea. You thought possibly, I believe it was, something of a tourist place kind of thing, but it is not. The second word to the name is generator. That's right, Omni Generator. But what could that mean? What is an Omni Generator? What is it? Well, let me show you. This, my friends, is an Omni Generator. This generator is able to produce basalt or netherrack, all the nether blocks of a normal nether generator, but it can also produce cobblestone. You can toggle either side, so on one side of the generator you could be making cobblestone, and on the other side you can be making basalt or other assorted materials that come with the generator type. As you can see, pistons move around with redstone blocks. I find it to be the simplest way to travel redstone current. But of course, I think what needs to be done is we need to turn it on. So let's get doing that. As of right now, it is not hooked up to a storage system because, well, this was only a test. However, we will be doing that in the future. This entire generator will be moved to another location. This note block turns on the system. The light turns on as it's actually powered on. And then you can just mine away like normal as a normal gen. Right now it is set to being nether materials. Now, if I just stop mining here for a second, it fills up and everything. If you turn off the system, mine out the blocks right here, and you press the button, you'll see the system swap. And now it is in cobblestone mode. In these blocks here, the black stone, these are waterlogged stairs. So once the blue ice there is moved down, it will no longer create nether materials, and it will allow the lava to flow down that block one more. So every time that piston pushes out the next block, it will start to create cobblestone. So of course I guess I gotta show you that now. But let's swap out the other side here. We'll do this again, mine the blocks, switch to cobble. And there we go, that's ready. Now, rebooting the system, after you drill through all of this leftover netherrack and soul soil and all that kind of stuff, you will get to be mining cobblestone. There's our first diamond ore right there. And now I believe we are fully in cobblestone generator mode. I mean, there are a few hang-ups at the back there. It usually gets to be that there's still some nether materials left over, but it still works very efficiently. I have it set to a good enough speed. Considering there's dirt, we need a little extra time to mine that. And to switch it from cobblestone mode to basalt mode, you don't have to do anything. You can just press a button. Right as the blue ice moves up, it changes all that flowing lava into netherrack and basalt. And as you can see up here, this is the circuitry. All this stuff is powered off. I can't remember what it's called, the circuit that I'm using, or at least the principle that I'm using, but they do come from two torches, like this. I missed it. Where's the main torch? I don't think that's the main torch. I can't remember where it is now. This got so densely packed together so quickly that it makes it so hard to navigate in here. Okay, there's one torch. That torch right there. And the principle is, as long as this isn't powered, every time you power it, it switches between another torch, which is in the... oh, there it is. It switches between that one. So if I power this block and this redstone dust, it will instantaneously reverse the pulse. So this torch will turn on as that one turns off. It's very cool. I do like that way of switching it. There are still places where I could probably, you know, minimize the redstone a little bit, because there is a lot of redstone in here. Like I say, it is a very densely packed redstone build, but it can be compacted. There is a lot of empty space here. And I'll probably do that as I transfer it over to the spot where we're going to be putting it. And of course, I have been working on the storage system for it. It is going to be a 22 block storage, or block or ore. We're going to be using fortune, so that means we're going to get the glowstone dust instead of the glowstone blocks, and we are also going to be getting the nether quartz actual ore, well, not the ore block, but the actual ore. So I guess the fragments, I don't know if you would call them an ingot. But anyways, we're going to be getting that instead of the actual ore, and same goes with another gold ore. And of course all the overworld things as well. So of course, without further ado, I probably should show you where that storage is. And here is where our generator is going to be placed. We have a nice stairway leading up, and it creates a nice archway underneath here. I've tried to put in indents in the walls to make it more detailed, make the pillars with multiple things, and of course we have a redstone torch under here to power that block to keep the trapdoors up. And as you can see from the behind here, if I go into the front, you can see I've detailed the walls a little bit. This is the only part that has stone. I thought it looked really good. These are all of the sorters. I found a new type of shulker box loader as well. That is the entire circuit. I can't remember the name of the player, but I did find it on YouTube. I'll probably put a link in the description of that video, if I do, you know, remember. But I still have to put in that circuit on every single one of these. The white wool there. And what the circuit here does is basically it's comparing with a redstone block there. Here, let me get up there. But what it's doing is it's comparing with a redstone block. So that's a 15 redstone output. So once this dropper behind that wool block right there loses one shulker after dispensing, this comparator will turn off, reactivating the torch and triggering the dropper here, and it'll put another shulker inside of the dispenser behind there. This hopper chain will be going outwards and having a minecart going across all of them, because there will be one on every single unit here. And I think that that's gonna work out very well, getting the shulkers around. I've been working on the interior here as much as I can. There is a lot that needs to be done, but I love how it's coming along. We have big pillars coming off of the side there with enough support, I feel. I mean, these are smaller because there's only a quarter. And then we have the nice walls. I really like using the stem block, the mushroom stem here. It works really good with quartz. It creates a nice contrast. And now that we got so many different quartz blocks, like quartz brick, pillars, smooth quartz, normal quartz, chiseled quartz. We have just so much, and it really works good together. And of course we have minecarts this time. I couldn't use a water loop like you normally do, because a water loop actually would take too long to get the blocks from one end to the other, going all the way around. And on this server, the blocks and items would actually despawn, so that's why I couldn't use that. So we got minecarts instead. They're cute though. We're good. They're cute. Look at them going by. But they work out good. And just going up here, I'm going to show you the little bits that I got here. Like I say, we got the stairs. This is where the actual generator is going to go. And blocks, I'm going to be funneling off to the side here and going down this path, because it actually is enough for the hopper minecart to pick up, because they can pick up through blocks. So I think that'll be a very nice place to put it. This is a nice view. The floor is going to be more detailed than, you know, stone. That was just a good place to map out where everything is. They do get held up a little bit, but honestly, every single time, because there's like 28 of them, they fix each other. They help each other along, so it never actually breaks. And this is something that I've been filtering. It's been going through. It picked up 27 stacks of netherrack. It did take a little bit to filter through. I don't know if it's all out yet. Yeah, it's coming along pretty decently. For the size of this, you will be sacrificing a little bit of speed for sorting, but it will make it actually lossless because hopper minecarts pick up items so quickly that it works wonders. And I have tried to make them as slow as possible with as little powered rails as I could, but of course you need what you need, so I couldn't do anything about that. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that I can think of about this so far. Yeah, I think that's about everything for this so far. I'm still working on the building itself. Right here is where the buttons are going to go, these two first chiseled stones, and they're going to go out and go into the machine itself. This room is a little bit wider than it really needs to be, but regardless, it'll work, so that's good. There. But I really do like the generator, and I really do like the building so far. And if you did notice down here, there's wool. This wool is going to be a pillar. There's going to be one pillar there, one pillar there, one pillar there, and one pillar in the other corner. And I might make maybe one or two more going down here, 2 or 3 actually, lining it, and maybe 1 or 2 here, lining the back. I have recently gotten tier 4, so the island can go further back there for the pillars, and also I can get more diamonds and go out that way. I want to get the gen in before I actually do the outside, because right now I'm just working on more or less interior and a little bit of the architecture itself, but I'm trying not to do too much just yet. But I mean, I gotta get this spot all finished so that I can put the generator in. This is just for me so that I know where I'm actually going to be standing. So the chain block was right here roughly. So there's going to be a chain block here, water going across 5 blocks, and then going to try and push everything this way. If that doesn't work, I could always go like the max distance out and then turn right into a water source so that it can go down this way. That would actually probably be more ideal, but like I say, everything is still a work in progress. But I'm really excited for the generator. I do think that this generator will be possibly one of the best and convenient on the server. I hope, maybe. We'll see. So I'm going to be working on that, getting more work done here. I don't know how far apart or how far I'll get, because quartz is really expensive and I am broke, or at least getting there. 7k left, that isn't really that much. So I'll be working on getting more quartz and I might get a little bit more done here. I've already been working on this project for like 2-3 days in real time, and it's it's a long project. It is. I'm nearing the part where I can actually put it in, so that's making me happy, but it's still taking a long time, because like I've probably used at least a double chest of quartz in this build so far. Like straight up, I've probably used that much. I wouldn't even doubt it. Yeah. Like I say, I use mushroom blocks because it is a good complement, but also it's cheap, so that kind of helps. But yeah, so that's all that I have for right now. I might add a little bit on to this video if I do get some more done. If not, it may be a shorter video, I don't know. As of now, I won't even do the outro because I don't know if I'm done yet. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, don't worry. We might be done, we might not. Maybe we're not. I don't know. Are we? We have gotten a lot of work done here. I've been working hard. I put in this nice glass, or no, I've gotten rid of the glass and I replaced it with some nice grass in here with placing the leaf blocks over here. You know, you need some leaves. They're nice. Got the archway. I still made it so that you can see the minecarts going by. I think that's really cool. And as other YouTubers have said, sometimes redstone can be beautiful. It's very beautiful. So that's why I didn't hide it very much. I made it so that you can see into it there. Unfortunately, he ruined it. Yeah, he ruined it. But anyways, we're gonna still keep it there, because it's gonna still have to work, I guess. It's a little ugly, but I mean, it's gonna be going around here, so I guess I just gotta leave it. It's there to bug you, but no, my leaves. I need my leaves. There we go. Got the floor all in as well. Looks nice. Looks good. Been working on it. And going up here, I have the buttons in place ready to go, and I just started to map out where the generator is. So the actual pistons that are pushing are right here. And oh, there we go. Sorry about that. And the water trail goes down here, and then it's going to go crisscross that way. I left the block out this far because there are going to be some more water veins that have to drop into here and carry on. I shortened this up to be only up to here. I could still cover this over, but I mean, I kind of like being able to do this and watch. Like, you can actually see the minecarts underneath of the glass, and I thought that that's really cool. And so far, this is giving a beautiful view as to what is to come. It is looking really, really good. But of course, the next step that has to be done before anything else now is putting in the gen. So, yay! Yay! It's not fun. It's kind of fun, but not, because it's a very complicated thing. If I even get one repeater tick difference, it could break the entire machine. It has to be very precise like this. So this is going to be fun. Oh my goodness. There is a lot to this machine, and my brain hurts just looking at it. So, right. Well, I guess here goes. Alright guys, we got it in. It is all in. It is looking gorgeous. It's looking beautiful, but it's in. I love this. Now, I tried to use the replay mod to create like a time lapse of me building this, but I kept having to go, you know, into the background over there to look at the other one, and then coming back and building it over here. And every time I did that, the chunks actually didn't keep rendering, so the chunks that I'm standing in right now, these ones, they actually disappeared like every 2 seconds because I was going back and forth in ×8 mode. So yeah, you didn't get to see that. I'm sorry. We might do a little bit more on the time lapse a little bit later of me actually using the machine and it working and everything, because I think that might be a good way to show you how it works and everything. So if I just turn on my sounds here a little bit, you know what, let's crank that stuff up. Here we go. Oof, that's a little bit loud. We're gonna see. Oh, that's way too loud. We're turning it down to 50. But now, right now, it is in Nether Gen mode. But let's say you do not want to get netherrack, you want to get diamonds. So you walk up here, mine out the blocks, get rid of them, and then you click this button, the stone button, and it plays a little tune to tell you that it's working. Then you want to toggle the other side, so you do that. And I like I say, I put in note blocks here to emulate kind of, you know, a nice sound. And then let's say, oh, wait, you messed up. You do want some nether stuff. I love this. It looks so cool too, and it I had to make sure that the tick delays on the note blocks are the same, and they are. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I really love how this turned out. And yeah, I'm still, I don't think there's really any kinks to it right now. I mean, I did find one of the pistons extended, and it could only have done that by a 1-tick pulse, and I don't know where a 1-tick pulse came from. So we're gonna have to just wait and see and find out. I don't know. It might break, might not. It's got a lot of space here. Like, we didn't go right to the back wall, so if I just build up the wall, I'll have a little bit of walking space in here, which will be really helpful, because we need to be able to get back here and do some maintenance on it if need be. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly, I don't normally play with sounds, so I'm gonna quickly go slab a jab all these note blocks up here. There we go. For those of you who do not know, if you put anything atop a note block, it will stop making a sound. So I believe the system is on now. Yeah, you see it fire. So if I just get a extra rocket in here, we can see that it does indeed do work. Alright guys, we did a little bit of grinding here, and of course I did about a half hour of both kinds there, and I did a half hour of the cobblestone and the basalt generator on one side, one on the other, and it worked out pretty good, except it did break there. I was gonna make a what do you call it there? A time lapse with the fabric or whatever it is, the replay mod and that, but that did not work out. So we're gonna try it next time maybe. However, anyways, what was happening is that this piston was not being permanently powered. So every time I mined the block, the circuit broke and then it kept pulsing it. So with our picks being efficiency 10, that doesn't make it very good. So it kept pulsing it, and the server removed some of the redstone and the repeater. So I have altered the machine a little bit so that, let me get down here, if I turn it on, I keep that piston pushed over simply by, man, it's hard to get in here. I guess I gotta look at it from the back. Here we go, we got it. Ah, what the heck. Okay, right here. So you can see I have a block that gets pushed by a piston, and it gets 1 tick pulse, so it will extend and it will touch that redstone and power this. So no matter what I do, if I break that block, you see it doesn't fire at all. We're staying the same. That's good. That's what I've been wanting to do. And that has worked out good so far. Alright guys, I have been working hard. I did some grinding, and I've been doing a lot of building on this. A lot has been done. So the redstone works perfectly. It works very well. It does. And I have fixed up the switches a little bit more. I'm using note blocks now to switch them, just because no one on the island, no visitors can come and change it and spam it. Because of course if you do spam redstone, it can delete itself from the server. But I have finished the front portion and a little bit of the side. I'm just trying to not spoil it here. Ta-da! Now, I really like the way that this looks. I love it. So, the reason why we have that and that is actually for a very specific reason. And it'll be more, there we go, you can see it. I have to put those in there for the simple reason that there are slime blocks, and they move blocks if I don't have something else. So I thought I'd just cover them up with some paintings. It actually matches the look and the feel of the building itself, and it doesn't look too bad. The pillars are going up and they're looking good. Got this little thing here, got a little bit of a garden here. I'm probably going to be putting in some bushes or something like that. But if we take a look underneath the arch here, we have a nice carpet pathway and some obby armor gang. Gang. This is all obby armor, or obsidian armor. It has, yeah, I have some. It has prot 8, some has prot 10, so protection 10 on there. Each of these armor pieces I paid $80,000 for, so yeah, that's 10 pieces, that's 800,000. That's a lot. I'm really trying to flex on this building here, you know, really trying to flex in, and of course flex. Even these blocks right here are a flex kind of, because they have a netherite ingot and surrounded by chiseled stone brick to make the lodestone there. But I really think the fire looks good and the lanterns look good. Got some more of those lanterns built in here, and of course a tube. Guys, we all know it. I love tubes. They're amazing. Tubes are awesome. They're good for just about anything. Do you want to know what this is good for? Well, here, I guess I can show you. So let's say I'm just doing my thing, you know, I'm just getting some coal. I need to get some coal here, so I make some blocks and all that. You know, emptying out and like, oh no, I emptied out a shulker box. I don't want to go all the way up there just to put it in, so let's use a tube. So, all you had to do, just plop it in there, it goes up the tube into a water stream, and it goes back into the storage of shulkers that I have. I've also began work on the little side portion of the building here. It's looking good, it's looking fancy. More lodestones, of course. I mean, gotta flex. But we're getting the pillars built up, we're getting the archways a little bit. I love these little indents here. They look amazing. The ceiling itself and the roof is I thickened it up nicer. And it is looking just amazing. We can fly over there, kind of see it. Now, the block that I used here, I'm just gonna kind of crash in there. The block that is a oh, what is it called now? It's like it's one of those basalt things, but I think it's like a smooth basalt or something, or chiseled or something like that. Here, it's in the shop. Ah, it's polished basalt. It has a really nice texture, and it just looks perfect for this. What I plan to do though eventually is it will be replaced by lodestones. That's right, I gotta replace it with lodestones because gotta flex. Sorry, that was a little bit too close. I'm sorry. That must have been uncomfortable for you. I'm sorry. We're good. But the building has been continuing. I have lit up this. It's actually two slabs deep kind of thing. I had to make it really thick, so it kind of had to be this way. Have the ceiling up, have it. I think this is what I'm gonna do to light it, because really from afar you can't really see them as much. I mean, you can, but they're not as obstructive as other lighting choices like this or a sea lantern. But yeah, and also I might be putting something in here. I don't know. It is still yet to be seen. Also fixed up the tube a little bit for the minecarts, and again, guess what? I like tubes. But yeah, so it's all fixed up, and what I'm doing now is I'm just putting one sec. Alright. I am putting slabs on top of here because I believe there's minecarts right under, like, a block and a half. Block and a half, minecarts cannot pick up items. So I'm doing this so that people can't just like come here and be like, oh hey, I'm gonna throw my junk on your minecarts. No, that's not allowed. No. That is no. Don't do that. That's rude and mean. Don't do it. If I catch you, I hurt you a lot. I'm going to be starting to restock my shops as well on my island. I know a lot of you have visited and you were kind of disappointed to see how the shops were all empty, and I get that, I understand that. But of course this generator is taking a lot of my cash. Like, I've already spent on the armor alone just that 800,000, and then I've spent more on other things. So I mean, now that I have the gen and I can start grinding, once it's actually finished, I can start restocking again. And this ancient debris I'm going to be lowering to 10k, so it'll be 10k for an ancient debris, because it's actually quite easy for me to get, though that might be very limited stock because I do need it for lodestones on that one part of the building, and also the fact that I need about 3 more ingots for some lodestones on the side, and I just got trapped. Yes, there we go. So there's some lodestones on the side here, and I need 4 on either side, and then there's going to be 2 on the back, so 2, 4, 6, 8, and then I already have 1, so yeah, I need 7 more ingots, so 7 times 4, that's like, well, that's 28, I mean, 28 ancient debris, I need a lot. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. I'll still be working off camera on this building. It is looking very, very good, and I think by next episode I might just showcase it at the beginning, just to give you a look at what it's gotten to, or if it hasn't gotten any real, you know, progress done, then I guess, I don't know, suffer. I have life too, so I'll try my best and work on it as much as I can here. But, yeah, I think that'd be about it now. So, I guess all that's left here to say is something very, very, very important. And do you know what that is? Do ya? Do ya know what that is? See ya.